Hello everyone, the 13th Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Monster Prom. Whew. I think my throat's all screwy because this is the first time I've spoken all day. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Probably not my smartest decision by any means, but we are on the path to go romance Liam, and according to my Magic-y cheat sheet here, it does say we need 16 smarts and 16 creativity. And if that doesn't work, we're going out to prom on our own. Okay, you get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on two cool guys walking away from rad explosions, but they don't look at the explosions because they don't give a crap about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it's a super awesome and kick butt because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions. Okay. The most influential Russian novelist of the 19th century has gone nuts. I'm intrigued about that, though. That's right. I feel like I've done this one. They don't find the manuscript of the brothers Kazimov and Dostoevsky. I remember this name. I can't pronounce it right, though. Something about superheroes with a love triangle between a beautiful yet relatable girl. Okay, yeah, no. I've seen that movie too many times, and I can't. Yeah. I hate the protagonist thing of like, every time she's like, yeah, no, I don't think that I'm pretty, and then here she's like, they cast a supermodel to play her. When, like, literally the entire point is, like, any way for her to be an average girl, but, like, also an average girl shouldn't be that harsh on themselves about their looks. Anyway, we're gonna go with the Russian novelist, because that's actually what I would like. If, you had to do some stuff with an animal, which would it be? A human being, because I'm the kind of idiot who loves to find loopholes and stupid questions, like this one. I like that. A swan. Plus, I was just thinking about this one of Lita and the swan. So at least in bestiality standards, it has a certain chic of appeal. Great white shark. Loophole. Of course I'm going with that. But, of the questions, I was thinking the swan thing. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? No. Maybe. Maybe. Absolutely yes. The first part, yes. Double cream de la Gruyere and meringues. Cheese and meringue? I'm curious what that would... Oh, man. I just ate. I purposely waited. This is why I'm doing this at, like, almost 5 o'clock, actually, in the afternoon. Is because I was like, yeah, no, I'm purposely gonna make sure that I eat before I do, like, Liam's quest line. I ate. But now I'm hungry again. Dude, I know this isn't gonna go with anything that Liam's in the process of doing at all, or any food that Liam would enjoy to take pictures of, but I just want a pizza. Anyway, so we have 9 smarts and 5 creativity. God, we're screwed. We can start with the smarts first. We've had this already, where you've listened to your elders and learned valuable life lessons or something. We got 2 smarts. At least we're almost there on the smarts. Creativity is gonna, God help us, take a while, and our boldness does not exist, so we are gonna fail every boldness check we've got. You look up to find Liam and Scott waving their phones in each other's faces. What about this one? Nah, I definitely swiped left on that one, bro. But this is my best picture. But it's not even a picture of you. It's just a photo of a stop sign wearing a top hat. I feel it. I get it. It's artistic? I don't know. Maybe if it was a picture of a fire hydrant. Oh, it's not as if your pictures are in any way superior. What are you even doing in this one? Smiling?
So mainstream.
Oh my god, wait. This whole time were you just, like, super dark, edgy kind of voice? Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stick with the voice I've given you, though. It's gonna be some whiplash for us all. See? Unacceptable. But I like smiling. Are you sure it's wrong? Of course I am. Look, I'll even bring in an impartial third party. Smiling in pictures is good. I'm gonna say the thing that makes Liam happy, though. You're renowned for your horny dating app TM success. What's your secret? I just found out my brother met his girlfriend, that they've been together almost 5 years, on Tinder. And in the same time, my mother just found out recently that 3 generations of our family met in bars. Which was something I knew, actually. And my brother's like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I swiped right on her when I was in a bar. And me, who was always a black sheep anyway, got my man at the store I was working at. Ain't that great? Anyway, what's my secret? I don't smile with my face. I draw a smiley face on my bare chest. Okay. I shock and amaze them with my custom Momentagram filter. Sepia Mustache Enigma. I feel like custom filter you'd like. Sepia Mustache Enigma. I've never heard of. I mean, of course I've heard of it. I'm the only one who has ever heard of it. Yeah, I got a new phone and my settings got all messed up. Do you think you could transfer it to me? Liam's clearly impressed by your filter game, but don't expect him to ever mention it again. And you got 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Yes! Oh god, we're getting there. We only need 3 more smarts to make Liam happy.
Let's do this!
Okay, let's see how this wonderful meeting goes. You take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's to hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. You know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry, right? It's pretty rough. Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and, well, human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. I support this. I'm here for this. This is not me advertising cannibalism, but I support his methods. Listen, Liam, I'm going to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first, ensure I am devouring only the ones I hate the most, and it makes it extra tasty. Oh, well, then surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You know, you may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. Oh, I bet there's a way to even make money off of this, too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? Ooh. Man, he just put his 2 things against himself. The desire to not be mainstream and simultaneously his desire to prevent cruelty. Whew. You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. So you step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as a byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. The animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best way we can do it is to teach them the concept of death so they fear their own fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. This would be the money one. This is the Liam thing. Well, I can't condone animal cruelty, but I wholeheartedly support animal education. And then on this case, they can also seize the means of production, rise up against their overlords, and destroy the meatpacking industry from within as animals. And, you know, unionize. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my 4th least favorite thing about them. My cats might be illiterate, but my cat knows who Gordon Ramsay is. She's also way smarter than anyone would give her credit for. I know every, animal owner says this, but, sometimes you could see like the little wheels in their brain turning as they like try to do the thing that they want while technically also abiding by the thing in which that I'm gonna yell at them for. Anyway. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. It's not the worst idea you've ever had. Although, face it, Amara, you're known for having pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. Yeah, and you actually, of all people, know that, but I know it's you poking fun of me from the game, but also, yes. I don't really see building an empire out of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen, I guess it's possible. I mean, you could. And I can rest secure in the knowledge that I'm solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam help cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to go to prom with him. I think. Or something. That thing. Alright.
Let's do this.
We'll get some more smarts in. That day you learn a ton of spells that are as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew Sticker's stickiness. Wait, no, that's actually super important. The spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. Spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell and gain 2 smarts. And then what, promptly forget the spell? Later in the halls, you run into Polly and Liam, who seem to be talking about some kind of flyer. The flyer is for an upcoming musical festival called Howlapalooza. So, we agree on everything for Friday, right? Yes, pretty much. And Saturday, we should totally go to Messer Chups and imagine a effing dragon.
So authentic.
Sure, those bands are great. Then at 3 a.m., I want to check out that guy in the parking lot who's just making a cacophony for 2 hours. Ghosts are super into cacophonies, but at 3 a.m. I want to go to McGriffin.
Cool.
I mean, it's a freaking griffin that raps. It's the hottest stuff right now, Liam. You know, the hottest stuff right now isn't a criteria I use to pick artists I want to see, right?
Yes.
A griffin that raps, Liam. I'm on board with what Polly wants to do. I am very much on board with what Polly wants to do here. There should be a better way to decide this other than repeating our choices in a loud and annoying tone. No kidding. But I love a loud, annoying tone thingy. I know, but still. Go ahead, don't be shy. You might have the ultimate trick for how to choose the best schedule for this music festival. Get into as much Ayakas as possible until some kind of spirit animal appears and shares its wisdom with you. Don't fight over this. The one who wins will get to see their artist live for an hour or two, but the one who loses will get to complain about it till the end of time. Spirit animal? A dangerously high amount of Ayakas? You know how to charm a lady. That sounds problematic. Isn't it like a cultural appropriation thing or something? Yeah, actually, but... Don't worry, Liam. If we acknowledge it as a cultural appropriation, then it's not that bad. It's called lampshading. I do that thing all the time to avoid guilt. The only thing I pretend to do appropriate is a kick-butt, mind-blowing Ayaka high. I'm not sure you're right, but okay, let's go with it. Actually, I've heard that's pretty hip right now. And by pretty hip right now, you mean the hottest stuff right now, right? Ugh. Oh, I love a good Ayaka night. I wonder what spirit animal will reveal itself to us. A coyote with a deep voice, a turtle full of wisdom, a jellyfish that's super into breakdancing. I love the coyote one. He gives the best advice ever. Well played, sir. You got Polina super hyped about this. And she finds cacophony super fun when she's high, so I have a strong hunch we'll be seeing my thing. You know, that's pretty valid. By all means, feel free to join us. You seem pretty clever, and you know how to manage our lovely, crazy, ghostly friend. You join them, and despite... Oh, I got her... Oh, man. And despite what you might have hoped for. It all happened off game, but it was pretty rad. And you know what? In the end, you got the jellyfish who was super into breakdancing. Too fun and too creativity. At least my creativity went up, man. Okay.
Let's do this.
We gotta get the last bit of smarts. Yeah. That day your teacher is tired of teaching, so we get the TV show with more mysteries at the museum. You got 2 smarts out of the whole thing. Later that night, it's still morning. Later that night, you head out to the club with Polly and Liam. Using your fake IDs, also known as Polly's boobs, you have no problem getting in the door. Valid. The real trouble begins when you get to the bar and Polly starts teasing Liam. I'm telling you, boy, you've got no game. And I'm telling you that I reject the ludic, sensual paradigm underlying your assertion. All I'm saying is that if you're really as cool as you act all the time, you should have no problem getting digits from that gender indeterminate locust swarm down at the end of the bar. Well, of course I could if I wanted to, but you see, the key to my allure is that I don't want anything. Sounds to you like Liam's just scared, so you decide to go over there and show them both how it's done by coaxing yourself in insect pheromones. Don't go after people, make people go after you. Dancing so hard as you separate into a cloud of locusts. I knew I'd pass the smart check for that one. You pull out a spray bottle of locust Smex pheromones that you keep just for this occasion. Why do I just keep that? Why do I just have that? Okay, anyway. You spritz it all over your most intimate areas. The hot young locust swarm at the other end of the bar immediately takes notice. You talk all night about your hopes and dreams, and it turns out the locust swarm just wants to be a veterinarian. Hey, good for them. When you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom, Liam catches you by the arm. Hey, not that I care or anything, but do you think you could loan me some of those locust, Smex pheromones? No reason. Looks like Liam's got a fetish. Ooh. And you gain 2 charm plus 1 smarts. Now we're on the creativity path.
Let's do this.
We just have to keep impressing Liam while being on this creativity path. So let's see what we got here. You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. The school literally has no rules, apparently. Oh, man. Having a pizza with, like, a nice, like, glass of red wine. Oh. It would go so well with the cheese. Anyway. Wine. The most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think, so do you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I have only learned how to look good holding wine, and not how to evaluate it. All I know is I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points to the bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker. I wouldn't. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway, so you suavely recommend try the sangria. It pairs well with seafood and blood. The tannins is a robust Melbic. Are elegant in a way to mask the taste of poison. Perfect for diplomatic missions. Is this his? Okay, thank God. You know, the pronounced sweetness and citrus flavors would go well with an unholy blood meal. I always try to pair Pinot Noir with blood, you know, because noir means dark, like my soul. And I always avoid sangria because little bits of fruit seem to make it inauthentic. But I suppose the clue is in the title, isn't it? Truly a new dawn for sanguine cuisine. Oh god, that should have been my clue, huh? Well, not dawn per se, but let's say new dusk. Yes, a new dusk for sanguine cuisine. As someone who does not literally drink blood, I'm afraid I can't share your enthusiasm. But I do like the image of vampires getting chunks of fruit stuck between their fangs. Liam ignores her. He's too busy gazing at you over the rim of his glass. He's a little drunk, but you don't judge. Aw. Also, the one that masks poison I think would be perfect for Vera.
Let's do this.
Oh good, we can't go to class anyway because our favorite salesperson is in there anyway. So that's all the time we've got for today. Take care, everybody.